It's our last night of partying, everybody. Well, not you. You live here, but I got to go home and be a dad tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everyone got the stomach flu, and I got to show up and be daddy on duty.
And I've been partying for 2 days, and I'm not ready for it. I'm not a good dad to begin with. I'm the kind of dad like, okay, yeah, the other day I farted in a McDonald's cup, and I put my hand on it, and I walked it over to my daughters. I was like, girls, you're never going to believe this, but I just caught a few. Now, there's a part of me is like, is that the right thing to do? But I got them. You know, as a guy, when you fucking got them, they're like, oh my God, because they believe. I'm like, take a look. And they're like, I don't see it. And they start crying. But that's your job as a parent, really, is to explain to them why that's funny. I said, girls, I'm teaching you comedy. This is the basic proof principle is a comedy miss followed by a surprise. You thought it was a fairy. You had hope in your eyes when you realized it was a fart. That look, you made that. That look makes daddy happy. They didn't get it. They go inside. These bitches snitch on me. They tell my wife, they're like, daddy's making us eat farts. That's not what happened. That sounds weird. Like we're behind the garage. I'm like, fucking take it, take it. My wife explodes. You don't do that to a little girl. Well, let me tell you something. You want equality in the workplace. You take a fart to the face. So that's how that works. It's happened to every boy in here. Hey, you want to see what a dream smells like? Sure thing, Uncle Dave. Next morning, my daughters wake me up by the young one, the fucking lunatic straddling my throat. The big one's right next there going, Daddy, wake up. We got a joke for you. I open my eyes and this dumb sucker says, guess what's in my hand? Now I'm fucking panicking. I'm thinking, did she find our gun? How's this gonna end? But it dawns on me. Every guy knows what's in her hand. What's in her hand? A fart. Pom-pom. We've all done it. And if you haven't done it as a woman, try it next time. Take a look at that. Like, I'm almost proud as a parent that I taught her a joke. She's using back on me. I'm beaming with pride when I'm like, I don't know, baby. What's in your hand? She says a punch in the mouth. Bam. Oh, I did not see that coming. I don't know what look I made, but it must have been good because these two fell on the ground and started laughing their tits off. And then they stopped because they realized I'm not laughing. They're like, whoa, it's a joke. I go, yeah, I got it. They're like, is it funny? I go, yeah, it will be when we do it to your mom. These two, their sense of humor is sick. And I say that knowing one morning, this is a while ago. This is when we lived in our apartment. They woke up at 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning because they're training to be fucking farmers or some shit. Either that or I'm a meth lab out of their closet. I don't know. I just hear them laughing hysterically on the baby monitor, like two homeless guys who just found a 20. So let's get haircuts. So I go downstairs. This is what I see. It's like my lunatic, the one that she's naked, which isn't weird, I know. You're like, oh, really? No, it's not that weird because I don't wear underwear. So apparently I told her one time, you don't need to, I don't remember. I guess I told her sometimes you got to let your shit breathe. We only know that because that's what she told her preschool teacher on the swing set in her dress. Just airing her shit. Bam. Raw dog in the class. Take a look at that. And the teacher's like, oh my God, Asla, where are your panties? 4 years old. Sometimes you got to let your shit breathe. So Layla's naked. George is in a rocking chair laughing hysterically, and our dog is sitting at the end. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I go, guys, it's really early. What could possibly be this funny? Georgie gets out of the chair, goes, Daddy, you got to see baby Isla's new trick. It is hilarious. I said, what is it? She goes, I don't want to spoil it for you, Daddy. You got to see it, Isla. Show Daddy. So Isla, my lunatic, my naked one, real quick, takes her finger and shoves it up her ass. Now, hold on. Don't fucking judge me. Don't you dare. It's 5 in the morning. Do you think I saw that coming? Do you think I could have been like, don't think you're an asshole? No. I don't know that the super nanny couldn't have stopped that. And it's already in there. I mean, I kind of want to see the second part of the trick. She takes it out and puts it in the dog's mouth. Now, hey, I wasn't a fan either. I'm just telling you, I saw it. I was like, what the fuck? What are you guys, Germans? Georgia gets in my face and goes, calm down. It's funny. I guess you just don't get it. I'm a freaking comedian. What part of that trick's funny? Georgia, without even breaking a smile, she goes, we've been doing it all morning and Mona's never paid her out its poop. All right, do it one more time. They do it again. The dog comes back. What's on the finger? What's on the finger? I'm like, shut up, do it again. An hour later, my wife woke up. I'm like, you got to see baby Isla's new trick. She's like, what is it? And I was like, I don't want to spoil it for you, Isla. Show mommy and Isla just wham, wham. And white wife's like, what the is wrong with you? Like, give it an hour. It gets funnier. The dog doesn't know it's, you guys have been awesome. Thank you. Hey, Orion. Hi. How you doing? I'm Bert Kreischer. Bert Orion. And Gracie as in hoist. Gracie as in hoist. Gracie.
Yeah, hoist?
Yeah, I know hoist. Hoist is my brother, Gracie. So today, Corey's going to walk you through what it's like to be an Ultimate Fighter, the bloodiest, most barbaric show in history. The Ultimate Fighting Championship, so like that's the only way you can actually come to an answer in terms of what style of martial arts works or not, is create a venue that can allow these guys to use anything and everything they want. Punches, kicks, strikes, headbutts, elbow hits, anything fighting. If the guy bit the other one, the fight would go on. The reason I came up with the octagon is so the guys couldn't run away, because sometimes during the fight, if the person is getting beat up, he might think about running away. Yeah, and that's the first thing that goes through my mind. This is one of my first matches in the United States, in fact, against a karate kickboxing champ. I was able to close the distance very quickly because that's what you want to do in a fight. That's it. You want to close the distance with your opponent. See, I would think further away would be better. So what's your opener like in a fight? What's your opener? You know, I'll show you soon enough. We always thought a good one would be finger in the butt or ball grabbing. Okay, now that you got a good sense of the history of this whole thing, let's get you suited up and take you to the Met and show you some chokes and arm bars and locks and stuff like that. Let's have some fun, man. Oh, God. I can't even talk my way out of this. There's something, yeah. All right, guys, this is Bert. Hey, how you guys doing? Nice to meet you, Henner. He done. Hey, done. He done. He done. Yes, Bert. Whoa. What's the quickest way to get me to the ground? How come everyone else's kimono looks normal when they do a throw? You just feel, all you feel is like a tug, and then it's silent for a second, and then you hear, that's it. Why? You guys, pause, you guys, it's a menacing look to you. Just give me a second. Wrong. And being afraid of things, it's just a way of, you know, protecting yourself. Your instincts kick in, and you want to be protective. You know, he's in a survival mode. If he wasn't, would make sure to stretch his limitation until he would get to that point. Okay, you got me. One way or the other, the guy's going to hurt. I got deep. Felt. I think I mastered the tap out. Definitely when I tap out, I like to give a quick, okay, that's it. Okay, tap, 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 tap. You don't want to hit just once, because then he might just think, oh, I brushed up against his. You want to, hey, I know what I'm doing here, Bert. Remember me going to let you, what are you doing? Tap it, tap it. I know what you're doing, which is called, is an elbow snapper or whatever. The elbow snapper, yes. I wish we had to tap out on all our segments. How come no one's sweating? I'm the only one sweating. There's a moment where they grab the collar and he started choking and you fight it. You're like, no, Megan. And I think I was tapping his leg like, stop it, but he wouldn't stop. And then I swear to God, it was like, I just started hearing everything going, it's okay. What happens is that you cut off the circulation of the blood to the brain. As soon as the circulation is completely cut off, he's going to unplug, you know. There is a moment, I think you can see it in my eye, just a moment where I said, this is really cool. And everyone was standing over me. Like I was like on the operating table. What I'd done is I'd fallen through the mat, you know, and my body was kind of holding onto the head, but dancing a little bit. That was like drugs. How long was I out for? 2 seconds, shut up. It feels like 3 or 4 hours and you're out. So that's why he had no idea. Is that dangerous? Well, if you hold long enough, you can actually kill somebody.
Want to do it again?
No, Bert, I want to see what it would be like. If you're like a crazy person on the street and you're running towards them with a knife, and we'll see what techniques they use to take you down. He's going to run at you with a knife, take him down really hard. Okay, just, okay. Who's up first? I went after them, really, like a guy with a knife. You know, like Kai. Oh, what's up? Oh, yeah, you don't know which hand it's coming from, do you? Went after with an unders. He got taken from me after, now stab him. I went over with an overstab and he got taken from me. Okay, here it's out. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, then I just tried to do a punch. Next thing you know, you're on the ground. So are we cool? The idea now is to bring you a new opponent and see if you can last for 30 seconds without tapping out. Okay, you're good to use the stuff that you've learned today. I just learned how to get thrown around, though. That should be a good start. Who's my opponent? My name is Jordan Collins. I'm 14 years old and I have an orange belt and I'm going to hurt Bert. Hi, Jordan. How you doing? I know the handshake move. Come on. How you doing? Bert's going to be the base guy, I thought. I think I'll still beat him in 15 seconds. How old are you? 14. Yes, 30. And I just ate. So if I fart, I'm sorry. My prediction is that he will be crying like a girl before 15 seconds. All right. Ready to go? Wait, what am I never learned this part. What do? We'll just start standing up and then see what happens, man. Go ahead and see what happens. Wait. I don't know where the 7 seconds went, to be honest with you. I mean, because all I remember is like a millisecond of him grabbing me and throwing. I hate to say that. A kid threw me to the ground. I got beat up by a kid. Okay. Is that what you guys want? Sure. I want to see some ID. I was pushing him and I was like, just like a little kid. I was like, oh, come on. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Help. I was resisting. I was reaching for man hair. I was trying to grab onto something. Daddy, I don't know. You ready? Go for it. Hey. Oh my go. Oh, guys, got my tap. I can't tap. Okay. It's a little smaller leg to tap out on, but it's the same tap out, same feeling that he took both my hands. I couldn't tap out. I tried tapping on my foot. Does my face look weird? Because it feels weird. It's our last night of partying, everybody. Well, not you. You live here, but I got to go home and be a dad tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everyone got the stomach flu, and I got to show up and be daddy on duty. And I've been partying for 2 days, and I'm not ready for it. I'm not a good dad to begin with. I'm the kind of dad like, okay, yeah, the other day, I farted in a McDonald's cup, and I put my hand on it, and I walked it over to my daughters. I was like, girls, you're never going to believe this, but I just caught now there's a part of me who's like, is that the right thing to do? But I got them. You know, as a guy, when you fucking got them, they're like, oh my God, because they believe. I'm like, take a look. And they're like, I don't see it. And they start crying. But that's your job as a parent, really, is to explain to them why that's funny. I said, girls, I'm teaching you comedy. The basic principle is a comedy miss, followed by a surprise.
You thought it was a fairy.
You had hope in your eyes when you realized it was a fart. That look you made that. That look makes daddy happy. They didn't get it. They go inside. These bitches snitch on me. They tell my wife that, like, daddy's making us eat farts. That's not what happened. That sounds weird. They're like, we're behind the garage. I'm like, fucking take it. My wife explodes. You don't do that to a little girl. Let me tell you something. You want equality in the workplace, you take a fart to the face. That's how that works. Happened to every boy in here. Hey, you want to see what a dream smells like? Sure thing, Uncle Dave. The next morning, my daughters wake me up by the young one, the fucking lunatic straddling my throat. The big one's right next to her going, Daddy, wake up. We got a joke for you. I open my eyes, and this thumbsucker says, guess what's in my hand? Now I'm fucking panicking. I'm thinking, did she find our gun? How's this going to end? But it dawns on me, every guy knows what's in her hand. What's in her hand? A fart. Pom-pom. We've all done it. And if you haven't done it as a woman, try it next time. Take a look at that. Like, I'm almost proud as a parent that I taught her a joke she's using back on me. I'm beaming with pride when I'm like, I don't know, baby. What's in your hand? She says, a punch in the mouth. Bam. I did not see that coming. I don't know what look I made, but it must have been good because these two fell on the ground and started laughing their tits off. And then they stopped because they realized I'm not laughing. They're like, whoa, it's a joke. I go, yeah, I got it. They're like, is it funny? I go, yeah, it will be when we do it to your mom. These two, their sense of humor is sick. And I say that knowing one morning. This is a while ago. This is when we lived in an apartment. They woke up at 5 a.m, because they're training to be fucking farmers or some shit. Either that or a meth lab out of their closet. I don't know. I just hear like hysterically on the baby monitor, like two homeless guys who just found a 20. So let's get haircuts. So I go downstairs. This is what I saw. I saw my lunatic, the one that she's naked, which isn't weird. I know. You're like, oh, really? No, it's not that weird because I don't wear underwear. So apparently I told her one time, hey, you don't need to. I don't remember. I guess I told her sometimes you got to let your shit breathe. We only know that because that's what she told her preschool teacher on the swing set in a dress, just airing her shit. Bam, raw dog in the class. Take a look at that. And the theater's like, oh my God, Isla, where are your panties? 4 years old. Sometimes you got to let your shit breathe. So Isla's naked. George is in a rocking chair laughing hysterically. And our dog is sitting at him. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I go, guys, it's really early. What could possibly be this funny? Georgie gets out of the chair, goes, Daddy, you got to see baby Isla's new trick. It is hilarious. I said, what is it? She goes, I don't want to spoil it for you, Daddy. You got to see it, Isla. Show Daddy. So it's on my lunatic, my naked one. Real quick, takes her finger and shoves it up her ass. Now, hold on. Don't fucking judge me. Don't you dare. It's 5 a.m. Do you think I saw that coming? Do you think I could have been like, don't think you're an asshole? No, I don't know that. The super nanny couldn't have stopped that. And it's already in there. I mean, I kind of want to see the second part of the trick. She takes it out and puts it in the dog's mouth. Hey, I wasn't a fan either. I'm just telling you, I saw it. I was like, what the fuck? Hey, you guys Germans. Georgia gets in my face and goes, oh, I'm down. It's funny. I guess you just don't get it. I'm like, I'm a freaking comedian. What part of that trick's funny?
Georgia.
Without even breaking a smile, she goes, we've been doing it all morning and Mona's never figured out it's poop. All right, do it. One more time, they do it again. The dog comes back. What's on the finger? What's on the finger? I'm like, shut up, do it again. An hour later, my wife woke up. I'm like, you got to see baby Isla's new trick. She's like, what is it? And I was like, I don't want to spoil it for you, Isla. Show mommy. And I just wham, wham. And my wife's like, what the is wrong with you? Like, give it an hour. It gets funnier. The dog doesn't know it's him. You guys have been awesome. Thank you. The host trip flip on the Travel Channel, but he's with us before his weekend at the Liberty Funny Boat. Just saw that story about the dude in Australia who passed out and hit himself in the head heading at me. Is that the best compliment ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was until I saw the actual scar and I was like, whoa, you got lit up. You really did. Choking. But I dated a girl that was so dumb one time. She was literally the dumbest chick. She was afraid to eat pizza alone. She was afraid she'd choke and no one would be there. Yeah, but that's not what made her dumb. She literally asked me one time, she goes, she going to be a flight attendant? She goes, does Concorde, does that go the speed of sound or the speed of light? And I was like, I think you're thinking of the Millennium Falcon. She goes, so wait, when they fly, can they not hear anything? I was like, yeah, that's right. They're coordinated plane where they all have chalkboards around their neck. Yeah, she got us right there. They're like, I need a dying cold. She was an idiot. What's up, Kristen? So we watched it during the commercial breaks. We were watching some of your stuff, man. You get up there, you do your thing. I take my shirt off. That's for sure. Like the first thing, you take your shirt off. Yeah, everyone asked me. Conan asked me, why do you take your shirt off? I was like, I wish I had an answer. I don't know. I'm weird. Well, I know my daughter's weird also. So she has tactile problems and I have tactile problems, I think. Well, does it make you more comfortable? It does. I don't sweat. I feel more comfortable. I don't look good. It's for perimenopausal women, I think. They look at me and they're like, oh, that guy wouldn't cheat on me. That looks cool. You're safe, guy. Yeah, that's a guy. He's got a life insurance policy. He'll be dead in 10 years. I can live out my dreams with a young Spanish boy now. Did you really fight a bear? Did you do this whole thing about what I've done with the marshmallows? Let me tell you something. I've done everything there is to do in the world. Have you ever had a bucket list? I've done it all. Jumped out of a plane with Rachel Ray, fought a bear. I was the first person to jump off the stratosphere. Jumped off the world's tallest stadium in Africa. You name it. Travel Channel. Yeah, fighting a bear was the dumbest thing I ever did. I would never do that again. You can't. How do you even go into that mentally? How do you prepare yourself? Oh, I want to be famous. Well, the website for the Travel Channel calls you professional fun seeker. Their website sucks. I love traveling, but they're horrible at the internet. They're so bad. They're the greatest people, but man, they are horrible. All right, well, you can see them on the Fel Channel or you can see them don't. I think my shows are sold out. I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even need to be here. It's just you can buy the beer shirt and Brown Friday and go see him at the Liberty Funny Boat Local12.com for the showtime. Oh my God, thunderstorms. There's thunderstorms. You guys ready? Stay home. Don't go out. It's raining. It's just me and you. I want to go to my safe place. I love you guys. We love you. See you later. Let's talk about your forecast. I don't know how we got on this fucking topic. We're talking, oh, I know, a story I was going to tell, but I think we're going to skip it. I like this. This feels like a storytelling room right now. Maybe I'll slow it. You guys leaving or coming or sitting? Is it just toll taps? You guys in trouble? It's not how funny you are. Hold on. We're going to tell. We'll tell a joke and you tell me if you like this one. Because this is what it's. Go after this. Okay. How does someone become an abortion doctor? Is there really someone in med school thinking, well, I want to work with kids, but if you like that, come on in. If you didn't like it, I appreciate your sense of. So listen, I want to just say this real quick from my heart. I love this stuff. I love all the helium clubs, but the insane. Louis is one of my favorite, and I want you to support great comedy. 3 of my really good friends are coming out, and I just want to tell you so you can write down your calendars. Brian Callen, come check them out. They've got flyers on the table. Tony Hinchcliffe himself. And my best friend is going through some stuff called today. It's been a really rough day. It's arthritis of the jaw. It's like real severe, and it's from his overeating. He has, apparently it's like a big competitive eater problem. And the doctors have said he eats so quickly in such copious amounts that he's they wired his jaw shut to stop him from himself. Really, Jesus? It's horrible. And he's comedian, so he can't work for like 2. And I mean, he's got to eat through a straw, and the tight boots he eat are really hard to grind up. So, and he'll be here in July. He'll live in St. Louis. So, do me a favor. It'll be the first time he gets his wires off. His name is Tom Segura. So let's just real quick. I love him to death. So let's make a toast to Thomas Segura. He's Brett Kreischer and he's Tom Segura, and we're best friends. Do it again. I can't get through this. Oh, I can't get through this. Oh, okay. What'd you have? Paula Talichin.
Oh, I put cleaning boats in Tampa.
There's a spectrum in there. I'm sure it'd be somewhere in the middle. All right. You know I'm right. Cleaning boats in Tampa. Hey, Crazer. Hey, man. There's some barnacles on the back of that one. Get back in there. Oh. Yeah, you just write it. Oh, hold on. It's okay. Taxidermy. I put selling serial killer tour maps. Oh, same. Yeah. You know, this is where Dahmer lived.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh. Hold on. Okay. What did you put? Gerard Depardieu. I put Gerard Depardieu.
Yeah.
You guys have a similar lifestyle approach to life. You have fun. Yeah, Gerard Depardieu. It's like we talked about this before we did it. I know. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to, because I don't want to disrepresent your Latino heritage. Oh, shit. I didn't think about that, so you don't have to either. It's a lot of writing. Okay, who would play Tom? I put Ethan Suplee, put Zac Efron. I put Ethan Suplee before his weight loss. I put Zach, because we have like a similar style, like approach. Yeah, I can see that. And our shoulder. Yeah. Like him and Baywatch. You know what I mean? Yo, oh, okay, I'll go. Ready? Yeah. No, you go first. I put Breakfast of Champs. I like breakfast. Okay, come hard. Oh, I'm going to put that in mind. Yeah, true crime doc. Yeah. Treat like brownies or donuts or something. Edible. Sleep. Okay. I put coffee, burger, powerlifting, pizza, coffee, chicken wings, podcast, coffee, Italian food, edibles, and now come hard. Dude, I think you got me better than I got. That's actually more accurate. Oh, now I'm getting fucking hungry. I went with your breakfast sandwich. Oh, I did Italian turkey with extra mayo. That's awesome. If you get the spicy Italian at Subway and add turkey and ham, yeah, it's like a fucking awesome sandwich. There's your first problem right there, Momo. You can't get Italian subs from Subway. I put suck and stick. I put scream and run because you would do exactly what they tell you not to do. You would scream as loud as possible, run, and then when it was attacking you, you start sucking his dick. If he wears those boxer briefs,
There's that
I know. These are definitely in there. What? Mayo, Kool-Aid, and Diet Coke. Well, yeah, pizza, beer, and Diet Coke. Who would be the first to drink? Bird. Definitely me. I'd be like, it's got to be some alcohol in it, right? Hey, have you had a drink?
Let me drink your piss.
I hope you learned something about the power of friendship, because we sure did. And so, if you would like to learn more about friendship, and some wilderness antics, check out my new show, The Cabin, streaming right now on Netflix. Oh, that's got to be on that mic. Hey, everybody. Comedian Bert Kreischer here. And my new show, The Cabin with Bert Kreischer, is premiering on Netflix. And I thought a great way to kick off the premiere is to sit with my bestie, Tom Segura, and take an old trip down memory lane about our episode, which he was very nervous about when we were shooting.
Yeah.
Because of how you pitched it. You're like, I'm just going to be in the woods. Will you come see me? Like, what? That was it. So we're going to look at some clips and we'll talk about the show. You're going to fucking love this. What is that? This is our dinner. That's dinner. That's dinner. Yeah. It's about body. Lean, protein, clean body. Ah, fucking shit. Fuck you. Holy shit. The emu.
I didn't know it was going to be that real.
I don't think I've seen a dead animal up close immediately after it died. And also it was stuffed into a cooler. It wasn't like the right size. It was like finding a body in a trunk. Exactly what it was like. But it was like finding a 400-pound man's body in the trunk of a beetle. The animal was enormous. And it was just like stuffed in, like, they just killed it. And they're like, no one can know. They just stuffed it in there. Yeah. It was startling to see.
Man, look at the feet. You just throw the feet. Oh, I missed those. Yeah. Yeah, that. It stood out first. The fucking pterodactyl claw sticking out of the cooler. I knew we were getting an emu. I didn't know we were getting an emu. Yeah. It's like when you go, hey, I want to get married and have kids, but you don't really know what that means, right? And then you're like, oh, I'm not leaving the house now for 6 years. I'm going to be raising children. I'll be paying for this for the next 30. Exactly. Oh, God. I'm having sex with the same woman for the rest of my life. That's not what you know is going to happen. I remember you saying, like, I don't think I can do this. Yeah. Oh, I know. I thought I would definitely be able to do this. And it's amazing how quickly you jumped in and did it. Yeah. Yeah. And then we had our butcher friend, Tiny, or Sweets or something. Sweets. Yeah, Sweets, who was like, you did a really good job with this. You know, fucked it up. Yeah, did we? Yeah, it was cool to butcher something with a chainsaw, so I'm an emotional wreck. Okay, let's tune you up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just swipe over your auric field and cut any energetic cords. How hot was the Crystal Cleanse? Crystal Cleanser was an Oak show, and she just sat with 3 degenerates who were drunk and smoking weed all fucking day. He has a lot of repressed sexual desires, you know?
Oh my gosh, I'm married.
He's repressed. Like all of us were married. We want to tie our wives up and spit on their feet, drag them through the house. But now they're married, so you can't do those sexual things no more. He would make me laugh so hard on his commentary. He's like, you don't understand. We're married. We just want to like tie somebody up. Come on, the forehead and like saying crazy shit. And I could see in her face, she kept being like, okay. But like, she had no idea. That was the hardest I've ever laughed. Yeah, that was the hardest. I was crying. Do you remember? I was watching her too. And she was handling it so well. And we were like, are we going to even be in this episode, or is this going to be Joey monologuing? So what I thought it was, because his monologues were the funniest. And you can't tell if he's being serious or if he's joking. I was raised by a single mom. My mom would play cards with these women on Tuesday nights, and they would talk about their husbands falling asleep, eating their pussies and shit. And I'd be like 5 playing with like G.I. Joe, going, who falls asleep eating a pussy? I didn't even know what a pussy was. You know what he told me? He does what he's got, I guess, like a fungus toenail. And he'll shave the fungus and smoke it to see if he can make him. Hi, it's a great pivot. Fucking Jesus, Estoba. Miss Clark, Suave, Mediano, El Fuerte. I thought what we'd do is we'd roll 3 regular cigars and then 1 mega joint. Perfect. Ask him if we can roll them now, but can we smoke them now? All right. Hold on. Hey, can we roll them now, but then smoke them now? Wait, do you speak English? You speak English? No, I'm not coming. You assholes are out here like, I'm a fucking settler showing up going, hey, I want to teach you guys Christianity. Are you Cuban? Are you Cuban? Are you Cuban? I'm Cuban. Oh, he's Pakistani? Yeah, he's fucking Cuban. It was an ounce and marijuana. He looked at it and he was like, I don't normally roll this, but like, how will this do? And then he rolled a perfect blunt, you know? Perfect. It was enormous. It was like, I remember being so high, I thought the trees were talking to me going, don't do anything. People at home live and learn. This is what you should be doing. Not opiates and that other garbage and putting into your body. Oh, my back hurts. Go yourself. Smoke one of these. Your back won't hurt no more. Holy shit. Look at that. He said, this guy's good. That's nice. That's a half fucking ounce, Jack. We're going to see the devil. That was a really fun fucking day. That day was awesome. I didn't expect to have that kind of fun. Really. No. I mean, you know, you guys were figuring out the show. Like, literally, they were like, we're figuring this out today. Like, I don't really know what we're doing. It's similar to you, yeah. So for that to be the sentiment to start the day, and you fast forward to the end of the day when, like, we had done all these crazy things, and it's Crystal and the emu and smoking cigars and smoking the mega blunt and just laughing, like, laughing all day. It was a great day, man. Would you do it again? Yeah, I would do it again. Heartbeat. That's all. That's all we need to know, as we just needed a commitment for season 2. Okay, season 2, green. All right, watch this season of The Cabin streaming right now on Netflix, Sam. Body only a woman would settle for gay man would be like, no, thanks, let's go to the gym. But a woman's like, well, he probably won't cheat on me. Yeah, fat, I'm fat. I'm so fat. I fall in the shower. And has anyone in here ever fallen in the shower? A fat person. You're not even fat. What are you doing? I was just trying to wash my foot. Not like doing a trick or anything. Just, and you, let me tell you something. Soon to be fat people. You don't ever want to fall with your girlfriend or your wife.
Yeah?
They get mad at you like you did it on purpose. You're being a gentleman. Right in the corner out of the water, in the cold part, on that little slopey part. She's in the water like Brooke Shields. You're trying to put in work. Get that foot wash, right? Oh, here we go. All of a sudden you go. And there's a split second where that voice in your head goes, don't worry, I got this covered. And you're like, really? Yeah. Grab the curtain. You're like, what? He's like, grab the curtain. Okay, hit the ground. Take her out like you're snow skiing. Shampoo bottle goes up your ass. Now, here's the interesting thing. She gets mad at you like you did it on purpose. What are you doing? Which you can't answer because you knocked the wind out of yourself. I can't understand you. What are you doing? I felt, why would you fall? What do you think we're playing a game? Yeah, his slippery dippery duck. You're it. I fell because I'm fat. Why are you fat? Because I'm married to you. And I don't care what I look like anymore, right? Doubted to watch my kids by myself. I'm not. But I understand that I'm man enough to own up to that. The reason why I don't have the patience that women have, your patience is unbelievable. You guys can beat a kid. Go back to reading a book. Then you can go smile, get on the phone. I can't do that. I really get upset. I try to be nice. I try to start off nice when I'm trying to discipline my kids or tell them what to do. Hey, no, don't. Hey, come here, get off. Hey, no, look at me. No, hey, put the thing. Hey, no, hey, come here because you're not. Hey, mother. But I'll punch you in the guy. Please. My kids press my buttons. Kids make you angry. Kids can make you angry. I don't know why, my son. I'm going to tell you what my son does. It makes me laugh. My son get mad. He threw a temper. This is my son throwing a temper. It's the stupidest thing I've ever in my life. I don't know what it means, but it scares me. All right. It's scary. I got scared. One day I thumped him. Stop. I threw his equilibrium off. He didn't know what to do. My daughter's a different ballgame, though. I don't know why, but my daughter got me wrapped around her finger. She's spoiled. I spoil her on purpose. I'm supposed to. I'm dad. Crazy thing, though. She knows she got me wrapped around her finger. Like, she know how to play me and her mom against each other. It's amazing to me. Like, the other day she came into the room. She hit me with a soft voice. She was like, Dad, can I have a cookie? I was like, yeah, baby, come on. Let's go get a cookie. I grabbed my daughter's hand. I started walking towards the kitchen to get a cookie. Out of nowhere, all I heard was this, don't give her no cookie. It scared me. I didn't know what to do. I just stopped.
I stayed still because I didn't know who said it. I was like, Jesus, why would you say that she can have a cookie? I'm going to tell you how smart my daughter is.
My daughter's so smart. She didn't fall out. She didn't have a tantrum. My daughter looked at me. She was like, Dad, I thought you was the man of the house. When she said that, I didn't know what to do. So I got mad. I snapped. I was like, what do you mean she can't have no damn cookie? Well, why would you buy the cookies if can't nobody have a cookie? Shutting the whole cookie operation down. That's what I did. You know how I shut it down? I got the cookies, got a ladder, put the cookies on top of the refrigerator, then I hid the ladder. Reason why I need the ladder, because we're small. In my house, you need a ladder to get to everything. Don't judge me, sir, just because your arms are longer than mine. I'm a human. Yeah. What else makes me laugh about my daughter, man? My daughter, she got friends. Now she at the age where she got other friends. 4 or 5-year-old girls running around the house. I babysit them. I watch them by myself. I don't mind. It's a lot of pressure, though, watching other people's kids. A lot of pressure. Yeah, there's nothing worse than giving somebody back their baby. Messed up. You ever get somebody back their baby in a condition that they didn't give you that? They didn't give you the baby in. I'm talking about to the point where you got to explain something to them before they see their baby. Hey, wait, real quick. Before you see your baby had 2 eyes, right? Okay. All right. Long story short, gas went off in the kitchen, blew your baby face off.
No.
Everybody else ran except your baby. Y'all don't run in your house.
Oh, no, that's my thing.
I just panic too much when it comes to dealing with my kids. I'm not going to lie. I make mistakes. I'm not the best parent in the world. I forgot to feed my kids one time. I'm being honest. I don't like to lie. I'm going to tell you why. PlayStation 3 just came out, right? I'm watching my kids, but I'm playing the game. They crying all day. So in my mind, I'm like, they got attitudes. They copy spoiled. They got attitudes. I'm not going to deal with this stuff all day. So my lady came home. She was like, why they crying? I was like, because they spoiled and they got attitudes. That's why they cry. She's like, what did they eat? I was like, they want to eat. But they didn't say nothing when they eat. They just, my son. Anybody who's like, yeah, I've had 4 kids. I haven't changed at all. And you're like, oh, you're super unstable. That's good to know. They don't have to be huge changes, but you know, you kind of evaluate your life and you make a change. Me personally, I'm very proud of what I changed. I realized when I had kids, I had no time, no energy. I need to edit something out of my life. You know what I edited out of my life? Arguing with everyone. Every friend, every family member, I just don't engage. As soon as it starts, I flip it on them. Okay, so as soon as I'm arguing with somebody and they're like, yeah, I don't really agree with you, I go, yep, I'm on your side now. And they're like, what? I go, as soon as you spoke, I came around and joined you. That's how little I want to talk to you. I'm free, feels great now.
Not everybody likes it. I'll tell you, my own mother is not a fan. She lives for arguing.
There are some people built like that. She lives for combative things. She wants to just fucking stab to his turn. She loves it. She's also a dream crusher, which is my least favorite quality in a human being. You know, a dream crusher, the person who, no matter what you say you want to do or try, they're like, not you. And they're like, it's good to have you around. Yes, they'll stay with you, right? Like, I bet you me just bringing it up brings it to your own memory. That's how powerful they are. I remember. I do remember telling her, I was like, I'm in LA to do stand-up. This is years ago. I say it to her. I need you to LA to do stand-up. Hers was, you should go to the post office. I was so naive. I was like, they do stand-up shows at the post office. And she goes, no, to work. I was like, oh, no. Stand-up would be the work. And she goes, I understand. I was like, wait a minute. Am I telling you my dream? And then you're saying, go be a mailman. And she was like, Jay, okay, now I do all right. You know, I make a good living. She knows about it. Obviously, she hits me up for shit constantly, but I still get to have some fun. Like, you know, I met my mother just a few weeks ago for her 75th birthday, you know, a book of fucking stamps. And I put a little note in there. I got these at work today. Last one they ever went on, I boarded with my wife. We get on, she looks at our boarding passes and she goes, we're not sitting next to each other. And I go, okay. So she goes, you don't want to switch seats? And I go, not really. She said, why not? I said, because we don't have to. She said, what does that mean? I said, well, there's only two people that have to sit next to each other and they're up front. We can sit anywhere. And she goes, you're going to ask people to move. And I was like, great. It should be a real treat. So that's always fun, right? You all settled in? You want to stand the fuck up now? Great. So we're both window seats. We need an aisle to move. So I go to the guy sitting next to her, and this guy is old. I don't know how old, but it doesn't look good. All right, he's drooling. He's got rubber where there used to be bone, put it this way. It's his last flight. All right, so after this one, no mas. So I go, excuse me, Gandalf, do you think that you could move so I could sit next to my wife? And he goes, move. Mm-hmm. He goes, you move. Yep, I'll move here. And then you move there. He goes, you can't see a meniscus on the fire. Dream. We're not going to stretch out. I said, well, I won't be able to stretch out as much food building up there. I can't stretch out. I got to sit by the aisle access and stretch it out there. So it'll build up more. And I'd be 8 times more if I sit over there. And I go, are you me, a fucking novel about this? I was trying to figure out, like, where is power the most equal? You know, I think it's a parking lot. Just hear me out. It doesn't matter what you drive. If you drive something, that parking space is yours. When you are ready to leave and other people are looking for a place to park, oh no, don't you love that moment? Like you're walking back to your car from the mall on a Saturday and you're done shopping and you see people like, ha ha ha, where will I park? And then they see me and they're like, hey, I'll be like, I don't know. Maybe I like to give them false hope. Do you ever do that? Like, I know they're waiting for the brake light. Well, first they have their blinker on. Like, that's an official desk, my blinkers. That's just mine. You're like, okay, are the U.S. Marshals going to back you up on this shit right now? But they want your brake light to appear because that means you're starting the car. So I'll do this. I'll just hit my brake and release it. You feel the tension rising. You're like, this is exciting. And then they snap and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? And that's when I go, I'm eating it in and out. I'm going to have this burger now. Probably going to take, I don't know. But then as soon as they drive by, I'm like, nah, I'll eat it later. I'm going to go ahead and take. Your friends was over at my house. I'm downstairs. We having a good time. My mom come downstairs. She said, hey, I told you to keep it down. You don't run this house. I do. Okay. With that being said, that's it. You're done. Go to bed. Smack me. Sit me up to my room now. You know, when you get smacked when you're a kid, you get hyped when you get by yourself. You're going to smack me, bitch, in front of my pants. You smacked me in front of me. I was emotional. I was an emotional ass kid. I'm running away. That's it. I packed the bag and everything. You know how many times I packed the bag with a toy? Packed the bag with one toy. I'm out. I'm sick of it. Meaning any man or out, and my mom gave me permission to cuss. One time she gave me permission to cuss. I'm in school. I'm being bad. My teacher got mad, said, Kevin, come here. Told me to come to the front of the class, wrote a note, stapled the note to my chest, said, make sure your mother read the note. I get home. My mom read the note. The note said, maybe if you showed your son some more attention at home, he wouldn't act like a fool in school, right? My mom read the note. She said, let me tell you something. You tell her mind her damn business before I come down there, and I'd beat her ass. I said, okay, do you want me to say it like that, or do you want me to take some stuff out? What'd I say? Tell her mind her damn business before I come down there, and I'd beat her ass. I said, no, I heard what you said. I just want to make sure that you know that you're telling me to say the same thing. Kevin, if I tell you again, I'm going to smack about you.
Okay, now I got it.
Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. No, I got it. No, I got it. All right, I got it. Keep in mind, it's a lot of pressure. All right.
My mom just gave me permission to go to school and cuss my teacher out.
I didn't feel comfortable. Uncomfortable situation. So I wanted to practice. I want to go upstairs. I want to go over my lines. So I'm in the mirror. I'm going over my lines. I'm like, okay, all right. Okay, all right. Okay.
My mom told me to tell you to mind your dumb.
No, that's too loud. That's way too loud. That's not believable. It's too loud. Finally, I go over it. I get it down. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to bed early, get some rest. Because I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. I don't really mess this up. So I go to bed. I wake up, get dressed, put on my pants, my shirt. I get on the school bus. All my friends see me. They get hyped. Oh, Kevin's on the bus. Everybody look, Kev on the bus. What, okay? I was like, yo, well, not today. Yeah. Oh, I got a lot of stuff in my mind. I can't really have y'all throwing me off. And my friend was like, what you talking about? I said, I can't really get into it. All I can tell y'all is that it's about to go down. He's like, what? I said, look, man, it's about to go down. Just be behind me when I walk in class. He said, all right, cool. I'll walk in class. Miss Green, my teacher, she starts speaking. Everybody, hello, good morning, hello, good morning. She see me. She was like, Kevin. I said, Miss Green. She said, did you let your mother read the note? I said, yes, I did. She said, well, what does your mother say? I took a deep breath. I looked at my friends. I was like, it's about to go down. I said, well, my mom told me to tell you to mind your damn motherfucking business, bitch. Little stupid bitch. Little dumb teaching bitch. 2+2, not knowing what the fuck it is, bitch. Cross-eyed, crying down your back. Fat foot ass bitch. Long-titted, no nipple having ass bitch. It was crazy. My friends was in the background. It was like, oh, so you said she ain't had no nipples. I got suspended. I got suspended in an ass whooping. My mom beat the shit out of me when I got home. I told you to say 2 cuss words. You said 76 of them. I thought I was Samuel L. Jackson. I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers teaching this motherfucker school. I had a trench coat on. I flapped it. You know, when you flap it, you got to get that ear under it. Everybody in this, I don't give a tooth. Then it dawned on me where she got it from. Because I met her dad earlier that day. Her dad had one of those laughs. I call it the rich white guy laugh. You know what that is? It's a laugh that's followed by an awful joke. The joke doesn't make you laugh, but the laugh eventually makes you laugh. I found out I was a comedian. He kept trying to tell me just, Bill, he's like, oh, so you're a comic, right? Okay. All right. Listen, I got a joke for you. You can keep it if you want. I don't mind. All right. You ready? All right. Okay. All right. This is crazy. It's so good. All right. So I'm at the office. I tell this guy, I said to him, what did I say? Wait, what did I say? Wait a minute. All right. I got it. Okay. All right. So I'm at the office, right? I'm at the office and I tell this guy, I said to him, I said, hey, pass me the stapler. But when you pass it, make sure staples are in it. Because if it isn't, I can't staple anything. I didn't want to laugh, but he kept looking right at me while he was doing it. Here's the weird thing you like. You know how people clap when they laugh? Like, you know how he had a clap that he would do with his laugh, but I never knew when it was coming? I couldn't time it. You know how sometimes you can time a clap? I didn't know when the clap was coming, so it's hard for me to participate and clap with him because it took too long, right? But he was still looking at me the whole time. He was like, that's like 57 seconds right there. I can't wait 57 seconds a long time ago. But I said, Dad, I can't. I don't know how to swim. He said, you know how to fucking swim? Get in that goddamn water and swim. There's no damn serious. Nobody ever told me how to swim. My dad picked me up, grabbed me, threw me in 7 feet. As soon as I hit the water, I started to die immediately. This is what my dad asshole. That's what my dad said. Hey, you better not fucking. I said, what? I don't know how to stop it. When I tell you that was the most uncomfortable ride home I've ever had with my dad. Keep in mind, I almost died. Whenever you come close to death, you become traumatized. Hard to get that shit out your head. I kept having flashbacks way in the car we driving home. I'm looking out the passenger window. I kept replaying that shit over and over again. I was like, no, don't let me go, Dad. Don't let me go. Every once in a while, I would look at him. Why didn't you believe me? I told you I couldn't. I don't know why. Don't make me laugh right now. This is exactly what my dad said to me. So this is how my dad tried to make me feel better. This is exactly what he said. Look, don't make me laugh. This is exactly what he did. He was driving, right? I almost lost you today, didn't I? What does that mean, man? This is my dad, though. My dad is very spiteful. Like, my dad gets mad. Like, I remember him. My mom would argue, right? No matter what he bought in the house, he would take with him when he left. I don't give a fuck what it was like if you were cooking a steak in the pan and my dad bought it when he left. Bitch, get the goddamn steak out the pan. What will you eat? Bitch, put the steak in my hand. I'm ready to go. Put a hot steak in his hand. Put it in the bag.
Nina's fucking crazy.
I remember my dad took all the Christmas lights off the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. Do you know how? Listen, do you know how mad you gotta be to take the Christmas lights off the goddamn Christmas tree? Do you know how long it takes to take the Christmas lights off the Christmas tree and to keep an attitude that whole time?
Yep.
Yep. Wish y'all done up today. Too late. Too late. It's gonna be a dark Christmas in this, I bet you that. Anybody gonna see shit in this house? How many sets of lights I put on this goddamn Christmas tree? That was fucking crazy. It got to the point where I told my lady, I said, yo, I'm not taking out trash anymore. I'm not going to do it. She said, well, I'm not going to do it. I said, you don't have to. It's not a woman's job. It's a man's job. I'm going to make my son do it. He's 7 years old. It's time for him to start pulling his weight around here. He don't do shit. That's the beautiful thing about being a dad. You can do what you want when you want.
Can't nobody say shit about it. I woke my son up at 2 a.m. with a complete bullshit story. I kicked his bed. Get your ass up. Get up. And I tell you, get that goddamn trash out last night.
First of all, that was a lie. I never said that, Emma. Never said anything like that. He woke up. He was confused.
What? What? No, you never said that.
What? Calling me a liar? You telling me I'm lying? Get that goddamn trash out. Private schools are fucking my kids up. My son, he said, all right. Because he goes, let me get my flops. What? Your flops? Well, if you don't get your black, white ass down these goddamn steps, get this fucking trash. I'm going to knock your head loose in here. My son goes downstairs. He grabs the trash. He's about to walk outside. He sees it's real dark. He goes, Dad, it's real dark outside. Can you come with me? No, I cannot. No, that's not my journey, son. This is your journey. It's about you becoming a man. You got to do this by yourself. My son grabs the trash. He's literally walking outside. He goes down the driveway. I could tell when he got scared because he stopped. He started doing the shit right here. He started looking around. When he looked at me, I said, see, that's why I don't like doing that shit. Go, you all right? Finish. He put the trash in the trash can, started back. Out of nowhere, my son takes off running. Running haul ass. I'm towards the house, running as fast as he can. I got scared because I couldn't see what he was running from. I couldn't see it. So I closed the door. Kids. No, I did. I know it's wrong, but I did it. I don't want to lie. I shut the door. I told myself, depending on what it was going to determine if I opened up the door or not. When he got back, if it was something crazy, I was just going to put my hand on the glass. I was going to say, son, touch the glass one last time. I hate it had to be this way. When I really want to piss my kids off, I let my dad spend time with him. That's how I really get to him. Here's the thing. My kids love it. Grandpa, they really do. They just don't like to be with him for too long. Because my dad is too loud. It's like the older you get, the louder you get. This isn't even a joke. This is how my dad walked in my house. This is his entrance where the baby's at. Hey, ho, ho, ho. That's his interest. It's at the point now where I can't even let my dad watch my kids by himself. I gotta watch my dad while he watches my kids because he does too many stupid things. I caught my dad giving my kids raw candy out of his pocket. Candy with no wrapper. It was loose. It was just in his pocket. He said, y'all want one of these? What the fuck is that? What are they? He said peppermint.
Ain't no goddamn peppermint.
Where's the lion's at on that peppermint? He said, my jeans must have rubbed it off. Nigga not about to give my kids no gene-dyed peppermint. Fine, more for me. Takes the peppermint out of his pocket, puts it in his mouth. 5 minutes go by. Saw my dad take that peppermint out of his mouth, put it back in his pocket. Those are half-sucked on peppermints. You're not going to give my kids no goddamn suck save. That's a sucking save. That's an old people trick. Old people love to suck on candy and save it. I'm going to say this. So after church, Nana ate that fucking candy. Little piece of candy left. Grandma ate that fucking candy. My dad is a character. The shit that I'm telling you can't make up. I bought my dad an iPhone 6 for his birthday. I've never seen my dad use the phone because I've never seen my dad use the phone. Never seen, because, hey, I'm going to take the kids, go get some pizza. I said, first of all, you're not going anywhere with my kids by yourself. We can go as a group. I said, where do you want to go? This is true shit. You cannot make this up. My dad takes his phone out of his back pocket. This is what I hear. Cyrus, where's the closest pizza spot? What? What did you just say? Cyrus, where you at? Talk to me. Looking for a pizza spot. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. He starts shaking the phone. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. My dad thinks it's a nigga living the phone. He thinks it's Siri.
You dumb bitch.
Siri. No goddamn Cyrus. He's a character. I love him, though.
Hates the fact that I don't whoop my kids. Hates it.
My dad is old school, old generation. Old generation believes in whooping the kid's ass. That's all I believe in. It's not that I don't. It's not that I don't. I don't want y'all to think that I don't. I just don't feel like I need to whoop my kid's ass. My voice is enough. Shut the fuck up. It's enough. Private school kids, they get scared fast. Dad's going crazy again. Let's go to our secret spot. Private school kids. And sit. I still allow my closest friends to come over my house once a month. Once a month. We have game night at my house once a month. I'll be honest with you, people. I personally don't like game night. I can't stand game night. I think game night brings the worst out of couples, especially in my household, because we're way too competitive. We play Monopoly, but I don't like the way we play Monopoly. We don't play it correctly. We allow the negotiations to go outside of the game in Monopoly. For example, like, here's how we negotiate. All right, let's say we plan, right? Here's how we negotiate. All right, look, you can land on my property 2 times without paying, but you got to pay my parking ticket that I got in real life yesterday. If you agree to that, that's our deal. You understand what I'm saying? Last time we played, I got pissed because the women got drunk. They got pissed because the women got drunk. When women get drunk, you guys can get stupid when you get drunk. You got 2 levels, ladies. You got not drunk and stupid. You skip all the space. Like literally, you just hop over all the fucking space. It's either, no, I'm not drinking like that tonight, or it's, oh my God, I'm so fucked up. It's one or the other. It's, oh my God, I can't believe I got this fucked up. Somebody put one of the Monopoly pieces in my butt. What? What'd you say? I'm so fucked up that messed up the game, and I was killing the game. I was destroying the goddamn game. Now I can admit I'm very childish when I play board games. Very childish. Whenever you land on my property, I make DJ noises every time. Every time you land on my property, you got to pay that. You got to pay that. My wife was drunk. She landed on my property. I lit her up. You got to fucking pay that. You got to pay that. You ever see a woman when she drunk, but she try to talk like she's not drunk, but she's clearly drunk? She's like, it ain't even that serious. Like how much I owe you when I owe you. I look down, she don't have no money. You don't even have no money. Stop wasting time. Take your piece. Put your piece in the box. Get the fuck up. You lost. Get the fuck out of here. You're going to do me like that? You're going to do your wife like that? Yes, it's a game. All I want to do is win. I took a piece. I plucked it, packed that shit shot across the room somewhere, and get the fuck out of here. All my trash talk is within the game of Monopoly. She takes it outside the game of Monopoly. She goes, all you want to do is win now. It's all you want to do. Well, all I want to do is come sometimes. What though? That got to do with anything. What they got to do with the goddamn game? I don't know where Harry and Wayne stood up. There was like, me, here, hit you? That's it. A little bit. I mean, it did make me start thinking like, oh, it'd be fun to keep doing that voice and make it something new. Does Nick know you base this on this psychotic character / Nick Cage? I don't think that's going to come up. You don't think it's going to go up? I don't see Nick Cage sitting at home just like checking out Comedy Central. You got it. I don't know. You're following South Park. A lot of people do sit home, and that's true. Follow South Park. Cage might be a South Park head. But, well, it could be. Look, the thing is, South Park's got a real dedicated fan base. They've been on for 600, that's right. And it's easily one of the greatest shows ever created, absolutely. So I guess what I would just ask South Park fans is if you're watching it and then it ends and Stigman's coming up, just leave your TV on. Like, you don't have to even watch it. You can leave the room and, like, check your email, do whatever, like, just so we get, like, a decent rating. And I get to keep making my cartoon with my friends. I really do you do a lot of projects, some of them with your friends. Who do you, like, discuss? Like, when you deciding what you're going to do? Yeah, do you just decide, or you discuss this with someone, or how do you work that? I consult my team. And how many people are on this team of yours, like, at any one time? Yeah, like 9. Actually, they're here 9 right now. Do you want me to bring them out? No, not at all. But, okay, there you go. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. This is a baseball team? Yes. Say hello to the Calabasas Cardinals, Jimmy. They're the best team west of the 405 freeway. I'm sure they're great. Hi, kids. How you doing?
But I was thinking,
when most actors, you kids know this, when most actors say they have a team, they mean like an agent, manager, publicist, lawyer, etc. Well, I'm not most actors, Jimmy. In fact, many people don't even really consider me to be an actor at all. What do you mean by that? I think I'm thought of more as just like a guy that's in stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, who's that? Yes, Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg is on the phone. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. So just tell him that I can't talk and tell him that I'm doing Oprah right now. Okay. Sorry. He can't talk right now. He's doing Oprah. Yeah, you're talking into the hustle, number 3. He was talking, way to look alive. Way to look alive, buddy. Wait, why didn't you say you were doing Oprah instead of being here? Because I wanted Steven Spielberg to be impressed. Okay. So, all right. So you got Digman coming out next week, and then what do you got coming out after that? Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to pass on that cat date. Why? He gave me the take signal out. Hey, look, that's why I pay him the big bucks. Oh, you pay these kids? Yeah, of course. I got to give them a little taste. How much does he give you? How much do you give them? You know, just the standard con is 25%. 25% to this group of children. That's right. And they earn every penny, Jimmy. They do? Yeah, yeah. I mean, these kids have carried me through a lot. You know, when I totaled my Prius, number 4 pulled me out of the wreckage and put me in the passenger seat before the cops even meet Eva up. Wow. Yeah, nicely done. Thanks for that. 4, you know, when I tore my ACL, number 8 scored me the dopest off-brand painkillers from the dark web. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Went through some crazies to get it, too. I tell you that. Yeah, I bet you did. Wow. You seem very close to the kids. You are, yeah. We're like a family, right? Well, we always say, kids, there's no way in Andy. That's right. There's no way in Andy. Unless it's Andy McDowell. Unless it's Andy McDowell. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She does interesting spelling.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. All right. Good effort, guys. Here, have some orange slices. Here we go. Throw oranges at them, too, huh? Hey, who wants to go to Dave and Buster's? All right, right. All right. Crispy chicken bites on me. Now go pull the van around. I'll meet you kids out there. They drive. The kids drive.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah. All right. Well, what a sweet thing you're doing there with those children. I'm about to disagree. Destroying that skee ball.
Okay, Andy Sandberg, everybody.
His new show is called Big Man, Lungs in My Comedy Section, right after South Park. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. We'll be back on Lucas Cage. Every week, it's another city for me. I get asked the same questions every week by people. Are people the same everywhere?
No.
Some places suck, and they have shittier people.
Yeah.
I just gave you a sociology degree. How about that? You like that? Here's one universal truth about people, though. This one is true, and that is that everybody just wants to connect. It doesn't matter where you go or what language you speak. People just want to connect. And you know, when you have chemistry with somebody, you know, if you're like, I want to hang out with this person, or I want to date this person, or I want to harness this person to the bottom of my big rig and drive them around for a while and bury them 18 miles west of Lake Worth. And when I drive by, I'll get a boner. We all have these thoughts, right? Sometimes there's nothing there and people try to force a connection. I think that's just rude. I'm checking in a hotel a few weeks ago. The guy comes from behind the counter. He goes, where are you from? I said, Los Angeles. He goes, yeah, I got family in Denver. I was like, what a coincidence. And he goes, yeah, they got a furniture store. I was like, I like to sit on furniture. We're 2 for 2. I had shoes on. Do you have shoes on? Do you like to walk around this party? There's nothing there. Sometimes there's nothing there, and that's okay. You're not supposed to connect with everybody on the planet. That would be absurd. You should embrace that. I've been doing this. You should do this too. Next time you're at a bar, you're just out walking around and somebody goes, hey man, just goes, nope, I'm all friended up. I feel like I just want to know what time it is. Like, I only tell my friends what time it is. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Very casual. Well, this is the hammering. The thing that was like the hammering home. Like, you're like one of the best stand-up, like 5-10 minute sets I've ever seen. Have you ever seen Bernie Mac when he came out? And, you know, I'm scared of you. Yeah, hit that. And then boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I ain't scared of you. You don't scare me. What Patrice told me about that, what Patrice told me that was like to watch that. Well, no, he just told me about it for years. Because we came up in the 90s before, like, you know, I didn't, it was just a bunch of computer nerds, I don't know, playing ping pong. I don't know what the fuck it was at that point. Yeah, and sports lines, but it couldn't, there's no you. YouTube was still 10 years away. So he told me about that, and it was basically saying the same kind of thing, that a bunch of guys were getting booed off stage. And Hamburger Jones was the one before him, I think. Is that his last name? Hamburger, yeah. So he told me that he came out and was like, you don't scare me in New York. I'm not afraid of you, and all that type of stuff. And so that's the thing, like, but that's why, like, I get undue credit for the Philly thing. It's just like the Philly thing happened right when YouTube happened. So there was somebody there to document it, where like Bernie Mac, rest of his soul, had already done it. No. So it's the thing that I pulled from both of them was you had the I ain't scared of you motherfuckers in that fucking 7-minute set when you did that. That's the part where you get chills. You go, like, at one point you're saying it as in this is I got 10 more minutes. Like, oh fuck. And then at one point you're like, you're almost reveling in the fact that I have 7 more minutes to make fun of you. Like it's the same. I was never reveling. It might look like I was, but I wasn't fucking. I had a fucking headache at the end of it. And I was like, 2 days afterwards, I was locked. Do you ever hear like when they say somebody has his a death grip?
Yeah.
You know, like I remember hearing this hilarious story. Remember watching this, my mother. We were laughing our asses off. The way this guy described these 2 guys are flying like a Cessna, and they hear this rattle in the back, and it's the fucking door in the back. One of those old school doors that you it like this. You open it. No, stairs are also on the door. Those. Yeah, they flipped down, so he went to go shut it. Fucking thing flew open. So the pilot's up there like, oh my God, my friend just got sucked out of the plane. And then he's also thinking, how am I going to land this fucking thing? Because the door hangs down lower. It hangs down lower than the wheels. Yeah. So long story short, he fucking lands the damn thing. And he's wiping tears away. And he fucking gets to the back stairs. And there's his buddy, feet still in the plane, head down at the bottom of the stairs, holding on to the banister thing. And he's talking to him. And the guy's not saying. So he had to step over him, and the paramedics got there, and they had to talk to him for 20 minutes because he had a death grip. It's just like your body overrides whatever that is that makes your muscles tired to last. Don't let go, motherfucker. And like he was there for like 45 minutes. My mother, we were crying, and they didn't tell as colorful as I. This is how funny my family is. All they just said was, yeah, it took us a half hour to get him to let go of the stairs because he had what's known as the death grip, and we just fucking. You just saw the whole thing just roaring. You saw the pilot standing there like, Jerry, it's okay now, Jerry. And fucking still mentally at 30,000 minutes or whatever. I guess you couldn't be that high. You wouldn't be able to breathe. But so anyways, I had like a mental version. Like I was walking around New York and I was looking at people and just thinking insults. And I'm not joking. But it took me like, it was mentally traumatic. It was not funny.
No, dude, I got a headache.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine. I saw this story down in Orange County, right down in Orange County, California. This guy gave helicopter tours for 30 years without incident. Hands the business off to his son, the American dream. I built it up for 30 years. There you go, son. Make the family and the family name proud. All right, Dad. I love you, right? 4 kids, 5 days in, he's supposed to give a tour to a couple. Only the dude shows up. The kid thought it was weird, but he's like, I need the money. I got to give him a tour, right? So he takes this guy up. 10 minutes into the tour, the dude jumped out. Yeah, 5 days in. 5 days in from the balloons and the cake. We love you, son. Keep the family tree going. The traditional life. 5 days later, this kid, he probably barely had the speech down, just sitting there flying the helicopter. All right, if you look out the left side of the aircraft, that's Orange County. There's over 27 miles of beaches. Put your seatbelt back on. 27 miles of beaches was established as a county in 1903. Sir, please don't open the door, sir. What are you doing? Sir, no, don't stop. No. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God, what the fuck? Air traffic control, I don't know who's on this frequency, but you really need some kind of helicopter 5 days in. So I read further into the story. Turns out the guy who jumped out, he was 61 years old, terminally ill. He was in pain every day. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with him, and he had had enough at that point. That guy immediately became a hero in my world, right? You know what I love about him? Not only did he make the decision, he didn't go out like some pussy, right? Handful of pills, watching a romantic wrapped in an Afghan that Nana made. Fuck, that guy went out like a man. Take me up in a chopper. I'm looking at the land I love, and then I'm jumping out like a superhero. I loved it. Hey, this guy should have been wearing a fucking cape. I can't imagine how elated he must have been on that helicopter ride up after finally, just taking back control of his life. Like, in disease, I decide, ripping tubes out, gets a burger, shotguns, a beer, take me up in the chop. He probably had his foot on the dashboard, he's not even listening to this guy giving the tour, right? Over 27 miles of beaches. Put your seat shade back on, established as a county in 1903. Sir, please don't try to open the door. Incredible. But here's the thing. I left out one small thing. There is one small thing. The guy fucking lived. Yeah. They were out over the ocean, 500 feet up. You'd think that would be enough. So I'm thinking he must have gone in like Greg Louganis. Like, no splash. But witnesses said it looked like a dummy was falling out of the air. So that sounds like a hell of an impact. I think he accidentally did the most epic 500-foot belly flop in the history of jumping out of a helicopter, you know, but that didn't tan what he was trying to do, where his heart was. I still love this guy. I just feel bad for him. Just on the way down, he's got to be thinking 3 more seconds of pain. 2 more seconds. Wow. Oh my God. This is worse. This is way worse. It has a happy ending, though. He later died at the hospital. That's right. So here's to him. God bless him. I hope I have the balls someday. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. How are you? Please be seated. Good evening. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to this lovely theater here in downtown Montreal. It's unbelievable. Can't understand you. Female voice does not travel well. I don't know what it is up close or in a whisper. It can make your dick hard. Beyond 10 foot, it just sounds like a couple birds fly, you know, fighting over a French fry or something, you know. There you go. That's how we start. Somebody's coming out of the gate. I'm sick of Obama's wife. Yeah, this isn't some Democrat, Republican shit. This is just in general. Just running her yap. It's just like, shut up. You know, you weren't elected. You know, your husband isn't running a lemonade stand. He's running the country. No, generally speaking, first ladies, they've been out of line for a good 25, 30 years. They think for some reason that their husband has the job that now they should be chiming in like they know some shit. You know, dude, if you had a leak at your house and you called the plumber and the plumber comes in and he starts fixing it, what would you do if 5 seconds later his wife, who isn't a plumber, comes walking in? Well, I think we should route it over here. It's like, shut up. Just because you're fucking the plumber doesn't mean you understand plumbing. Okay? No, this is all like my fears, because they're trying to tell us down south here, they're starting to like gear up for Hillary Clinton to be running for president, saying like, I think that would be a good thing. Yeah. People clapping. What is that based on? Based on what? I don't get how she became a senator. That's shocking to you. She went from never holding political office to immediately being a senator. Why? Because she was fucking the president. Should Tom Brady's wife be the next quarterback of the Rams? Does he have some sort of magical powers? Like, you suck at sports. I bet I couldn't throw it all, and then he fucked me, and I just picked up this ball. I was just lacing it in there. It was incredible, dude. It all started with Nancy Reagan. That's where it first went off the rails. You know, she came out with her little bird body, you know, just her big head. Just came walking out. Say no to drugs. People off your heroin. Say no to that. She just walked back. Hillary had her stupid healthcare plan. Obama's wife's running her yap on 60 Minutes. You know, I got to give it up to the Bushes. They had their women in line. They did. Barbara never said shit. She smiled every once in a while. She threw something in there. George W.'s wife. I don't even know her name. This dude was in office for 8 years. I don't even know her fucking name. What's it like? Beth or Paige or something like that? He had her on lockdown. Going out there tonight. I'm giving a speech. And when I say something and they laugh, you're going to nod, you're going to smile, and you're going to toad that head. Is this how it's going to be? Really? Do you think like me saying this is somehow going to affect? She's still going to win? Listen, let me ask you this question. Do you think that a woman being president is going to affect anything? Do you? Oh, do you? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? What the fuck is she going to do? Do you know what the president makes? The president makes $400,000 a year. That's it. He's supposed to keep bankers in line that get like $100 million bonuses. I'll tell you, if you really want, nothing's going to change, okay? Black, white, dick, or clam. It doesn't make a bit of difference. Nothing is going to change until somebody's got the balls to start a group, go over the wall of one of these gated communities, and you start slitting some throats. Not just random throats, the right throats. You got to climb up a tree, be up there with your scope, knowing that in 11 fucking minutes your life is going to end, right? And take out many of those people as you can. Yeah. Other than that, it's just going to be a pair of tits saying the same shit to you. I'm staying in a hotel, everybody. I like staying in hotels. They make me feel comfortable. I feel safe in a hotel. You know, you got the lobby. There's always somebody down there. In case an axe murderer comes in, that's the first person that's going to get killed. You can hear the screaming when you're up in your room. Gives you a chance to plan. Barricade the door, you know, turn on the shower, hide in between the mattresses, right? Little misdirection back in the day. I used to stay in motels. I hated staying in motels. Could never feel safe. You basically you were lying in a bed 2 feet from a door that just opened up out into a parking lot. Anybody in the world could just come walking up, kick the door open. Ah, you motherfucker. Just drag you out of the bed. And you're just lying in that bed. So not ready to have a fight to the death. Sitting there half naked like nodded.
Meanwhile, there's some guy on the other side of the door with a chainsaw.
Like you're lying there like it's kind of early to be trimming the hedges, but when that dude comes through that door, you lie to yourself as a man that if something like that happened, dude, I just jump up, grab a lamp, let's fucking do it. You know what the reality is? Most people, the best you could do is maybe make a weird noise. Just be like, oh, that would be it. That would be it. That dude just come in. The last thing you'd see is just ceiling, carpet, ceiling, carpet, ceiling, carpet, ceiling, carpet, ceiling, carpet, ceiling, carpet. Looking upside down back at your own body, right? I will say this. What I enjoy about this theater is nobody has told me it's haunted. Anytime you go into a theater, they always give you the history. It was built 1948.
It was a tribute to Rocket Richard.
Everybody chipped in. Blah, 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 blah. And we have a ghost. His name is Michael. I immediately lose all respect for anybody over the age of 8 that still believes in ghosts. It's like, really? You still believe in specters and goblins? What is the end game of being a ghost? I don't get it. You can go anywhere you want to go in the world. You're just going to stay in a basement for the rest of your life, just waiting for once every 6 months somebody comes down to check the boiler, and you get to be like, why would you go somewhere due to come? I'd fly right to Washington, D.C., fly right into the CIA building, just start sitting in on meetings like, these guys are out of their fucking minds. Fly to the Super Bowl, go right into the huddle. I always wanted what they talked about. Not going to spend the rest of my life in an attic trying to scare some accountant into solving my murder. Aimed at while I was so fucking hot, I could feel my heartbeat in my ears. So at some point, it just got so hot, and she wasn't leaving, and she was like a pro. So I finally just got up, and I just sort of had my towel cover myself and go, I'm sorry. I think I left my key over. And she goes, oh, I did not see it. The blah, blah. And I go, all right. So then I went back and I sat down. That's what I did. That's right. I sat down. And then she got up and I was like, still, I go like, it's got to be underneath her or something. So I waited for her to leave. I toughed it out. And then I walk over there and I'm feeling around on the fucking seats and shit. And it's just not there. And they have the slats. And I'm like, it probably fell down in between it. Now I'm going to have to walk out with just my towel and robe on, go back to the front desk, pay the fee and all of this shit. So now I walk out of the sauna. I'm fucking almost passing out. And to my left in my peripheral, I see that woman again, naked at the top of the ladder to go into the ice bath. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I got to get out of here, right? And as I'm walking away, you know, I hear her yelling over to somebody and I'm like, I know if he's not talking to me. And then she just goes, then she switches to English. And she goes, did you find your key? And I kind of half turned but didn't look at her. And I go, no, I didn't. And then she goes, is this it? And I realized that's where I left it. When I scampered up the ladder to go there, I left it at the top. I go, oh, yeah, it is. And then she stays at the top of the ladder and just, you know, kind of hands it. And I walk over and literally her vagina is above me. And I kind of reach up, like looking but not looking. I just go, Duncan Shane. And it was so fucked up. I didn't even take a shower. I just walked out and I went to the locker room and I went in there and I was like pouring sweat and everyone was looking at me. Like when fighting, he showered off. He's all red like the tomato. Anyways. And then I put my shit back on and there you go. That's my German sauna story. But I do have to tell you this though. If you're completely naked in a sauna, it's even better. It is even better. It's fucking weird. But you only can do it in a place if everybody's naked. Then it isn't weird. It isn't weird. And if you're worried that you're going to get a stiffy because there's a naked woman in there, there's also other naked men in there. So it neutralizes it. Not to mention it's all to shit. Like, I don't think anybody has ever fucked in one of those hot naked, you know, the not naked, the hot yoga class. What do they call that? The Bikram yoga. Like, you can barely survive somebody is the last thing on your mind when you're sitting in like an 80-degree heat. But anyways, that was my sauna story. It was hilarious. I was worried that my junk was going to look too small when I got out of the ice bath. I was worried that I was going to salute the Germans when I was in the sauna if this naked woman walked in, but it didn't. I just felt like a fucking creep. So anyways, and that's why you travel the world, everybody, to get stories like that. You said, come on down. I hired a drum kit and I'm with some musicians and you, before I do my show with the First Forum, we get to screw around in this amazing space. So I came down, you said, bring your guitar, and we had a blast. You're a great drummer. It was really fun. Oh yeah, thank you. That was great. That was really fun comedian. But yeah, we had Dean Del Rey, Michael Devin. I'm trying to remember the people. We had a mix of comedians, yeah. Failed musician comedians, and then like real deal guys like Michael plays with everybody, played in like White Snake and all that stuff before all this crap happened. He could play everything. Yeah, it was great. Yeah. So there's a clip. I wish if I could find it on one of my phones. We did Van Halen, Ain't Talking About Love. And there was some guy had like the Van Halen like tribute guitar and he, was crushing the solo you read down. Would you play Van Morrison? It was such a great time. I think I played Van Morrison. Yeah. We ended up playing for like it felt like 3 hours. And I had such a good time. And then when I stood up, I had no energy left. And I was like, oh my God, did I just blow it? You got to do the though. I had to do the show. Unfortunately, the fear of screwing that up becomes like adrenaline. Yes. And I was able to go out there and yeah, I forget what that sounds like, even having like a crowd. So, right. We'll get back to it. Yeah, hopefully we'll get back to it. Yeah. All right. Let me make sure I get this right. Right. You can see Bill in theaters across the country this summer and fall on Bill Burr. The tour, for full tour dates, visit billburr.com, and The Mandalorian, of course. Available on Disney Plus. Massive conglomerate. No one here is getting that money. Bill Burr, that was great. Thank you. All right, you're about to do what is my dream tour? You're going to Europe to do stand-up in Europe, and you're also going in the winter. Are you one of those Americans that just automatically thinks they're smarter over there? Because you got to go, because everybody American knows, oh my God, the food and the people are so enlightened. You go over there, it's some idiot eating fish and chips, screaming about soccer or whatever. It's like, I know that guy. I've seen that guy, Yeah. Like, everybody's over there in like lab coats figuring stuff out. They're not. Everything's so much older and so much cultured. They still get on social media and trash each other. Are you going to any places? You've obviously toured a lot over there before. Are you going places you've never been? Yeah, this is like a thrash. I'm going through like Eastern Europe, like Estonia. I'm doing Prague, Bosnia. Poland is a big one I wanted to go to. And yeah, so you go in with an expectation. Do you think to yourself, oh, a Bosnian audience will like this part of my act? But you just go in and do exactly what you do. Like I'm right here because you go over there. The first time I did London, like I was just in my head the whole time. I'd have like a joke coming up about like, and it involved a squirrel. And then in my head, I'd be like, do they have squirrels over here? Did I see a squirrel? Is this going to bomb? And I would be like freaking out. And then I swear to God, you pull back and then they pull back and then it just becomes like this staring contest. So I just act like I'm here. I use references, I use slang, and I just go until it bombs. And then I make fun of it that they didn't get it. And then I just go again. But I've gotten some of the funniest. I was in Stockholm, Sweden one time, and I was on stage, and there was some guy, saying, all right, what do I do after this? Where should I go? Blah, 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 blah. And I just hear this guy in the crowd yells out, he goes, come to my house, they'll have a party. I was just like, yeah, I think I'm going to skip that one. I don't think I'm going to meet you anywhere, buddy. But they had a great sense of humor. And I remember when I did Stockholm, Sweden, I came out and I said, hey, it's great to be here in Switzerland. And they all laughed thinking I was joking. And I just played it off. I was like, oh, I missed that. So anyways, do you feel a bigger rush? Is there something, when you think about all the small rooms you played here and, where you're from, and when you go over to a whole nother country, do you have a rush of like, I can't believe I'm killing in a foreign country in a big crowd? Yeah, definitely. But I always have that thing, you have a job to do. These people paid for a sitter. They're coming out in that thing. And I'm always trying to get like better. But there's definitely, I'm starting to add some shows over there. And it's just like, it's YouTube, it's Netflix. Like your stuff can just go international. And, I definitely feel blessed that I can go to these places, make a little bit of money, and yeah, meet all these kids. Can you enjoy yourself the day of, like, if you, obviously you're going city to city, so you don't have a lot of time. If you have a show at night in Og, can you go out and enjoy a day in Prague, or are you in your head about the fact you got a show? Probably not. because this is my first time there. The first time there is always just, you go there like, you know, an animal sleeping on a futon and all that. Then you build a following. Then I can bring my wife. You know, she shows up once, all the land's been cleared, all the hard work's done. I want to go. This seems like fun. I didn't bring her. She'd probably buy some stupid antique over there. And I got to figure out how to bring it halfway across the world. But I like it. Yeah, you break even on the whole try because he got an old piano. The word that's going to kill me earlier is going to be why. That's what my wife always does. Do you like this? Nah, I don't like it. It's a piece of, don't get it. And then she's always just like, why? But I like it. And then it's just like, all right, buy it. No, but I want you to like it too. And it's just like, there's just no winning. But you're a licensed helicopter pilot? Yes, I am. This is true. How long has this been the case? I get it. 2014 or 2015. I can't remember. What made you want to become a licensed helicopter pilot? Conspiracy theory and living in Los Angeles. What is the conspiracy theory that led you to it? Well, I'm not into like, you know, people think of you into conspiracy theory. They just automatically think that you think there's lizard people and shapeshifters and, you know, you have this aluminum hat on. No, I just sort of read up on the banking system and I'm like, this is kind of a giant Ponzi scheme. And, you know, I was living in LA and I was just looking at it and it's like, you can't get out of this city even when it works. Like, what if ever hit the fan? How do I get out of here? And it just seemed like up and out was the only way to do it. So, yeah, no. So then think, you know, like, yeah, but then I always watched Magnum PI and always liked TC and he flew that Huey 500, which I thought was cool. And so then, and I'm also sort of a closet gearhead where I don't know a lot of stuff, but I watch videos of people repairing engines and I just really got into it. Next thing you know, I'm flying around in those things. I guess my question would be though, based on your escape plan, do you have your own helicopter? No, there's a lot of holes in it. Also, this is not enough for your family. I know, but I can only afford to. I just rent those things, man. It's just like, yeah, that's the thing. There's another thing too. Whenever you watch like a zombie movie and some guy comes running up to like a plane, helicopter, I should say, and just starts it up like he's getting in like a Corvette and just drives away. That's not how it works. You got to warm the whole thing up. You'd have to kill half the zombies by the time you went through your pre-flight just to get up and out of there. So I didn't know that. So I went ahead and I did it. And I will tell you, it's one of the big accomplishments in my life because I was terrible in school. But that was something that I wasn't worried about learning how to fly it. It was the ground school and all the rules you had to know. So, but I was so interested and it was so fascinating. I was actually able to do it. So, well, congratulations on that. Thank you. Congrats on the show. I have a great trip to Europe, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to see you. Great. We finally did this. Bill Burr, everybody. Bill, you even said that you're a lifelong Red Sox fan, that you were disappointed you're a little disappointed that the Red Sox, you're not unhappy that they're losing now. No, I'm sorry. I mean, who says that? Burn off all the bandwagon. Okay. All those people with the pink Red Sox hats singing that stupid song in the 7th inning. Sweet Caroline. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Your girl's got her head on your shoulder like you're at a romantic comedy. It's what they got. They got like a mascot now. They got a mascot. I didn't know they had a mascot. They tried a mascot in the late 70s and the guy got pelted with so many like cigarette lighters that he quit after like 3 games. And that's what I mean. Now I come back to Boston, everybody's like, they like holding, swaying, singing the song. It's not. The Patriots have like a lighthouse at their stadium now. It's just not the city I left. So you're bitter that they had that success. Were you happy that they won No, I like that they won. I'd like them to continue winning, but I don't think we have to sing campfire songs in like the 7th inning. Okay. I don't like mascots. I don't like those songs. And Steve Jobs, I think, was a little overrated. Nice take, me. Thanks. You love it. You love it. You love going against the grains. Fantastic. I like annoying people. Okay. On that subject, then, did you watch the conventions? Republican convention, Democratic convention? No. I think if you watch those, you're an idiot. I don't understand why you would sit there wasting your time. They all say the same thing. They're all like, over the last 4 years, everything good that happened was because of us, and we would have done more good stuff if it wasn't none of those guys. And then the Democrats go, oh, we did all the good stuff. It's like you're all working for the same guy. They've been on both horses, and then it just kind of goes, it's not for you, right? You vote for that guy that says like there's a meteor headed right towards the planet. That's the guy you vote for. You go with the psycho because there's no way there's any corporate money behind that guy, right? That guy's going to come on He's going to come on TV, like reading files from the Pentagon. Like, you know what else they're doing? Like just freaking people out. And as unsettling as that is, at least you can canon it to you can trust it, that no corporations behind him. They're not getting any money on the side. Because I think both the Democrats, Republicans, they just say the same thing. They just say those applause break. I think it's time to get this country back to work. And some guy with like a Tennessee sign jumping up and down like he's part of it, right? We're all gonna get replaced by like robots. That's what I think. Like eventually, you think we're all gonna be replaced by robots? Yeah. Like according to my YouTube and Wikipedia research, I think that's the event. What is Conan? I don't have any kids, and if you go too long, you get a little crazy. You become like that black dude and not Predator. Remember that guy? Like I see it over there in them trees. Become like that guy. So you become him because you didn't have children shaving your head. No, you got to have something. I got to have a kid. That's what I got to do. I should just have a kid and play catch with him. I don't tell him that Santa's coming and all that, right? No, I think it's too late. Whatever I'm saying, what I'm feeling, you can at least give me that, right? That's good. You are saying what you're feeling. I want to make sure I mention this on This Bill's new special, You People Are All the Same, which will be available online October 1st, BillBurr.com. That's right. And I'm hoping people are going to actually download it and pay for it. I am hoping it's a big risk now.
Yeah.
That could become like $140,000 business card. That's going to basically be like, and if you're going to steal it, can you just be honest and just say, I stole it? Can you just do that? Don't be like, we're not stealing it. We're sharing it, man. No, you're stealing it. All right. I hate to tell you this. Lars was right. He was right. It's stealing. Okay, Dad too. Lars from Metallica. Yeah. Okay. The other Lars, I don't know. There might be another Lars. I'm just trying a monster movie. Lars, turn the switch. Like a boss. I keep forgetting this show. I started to watch. I watched the first 3 episodes and I absolutely loved it. And I tweeted about was a cartoon from Japan. I guess they're called anime, which I did know that, but I didn't realize it was such a divisive thing to say that you liked a show that was anime. I feel like is anime like the emo of cartoons? Like I tweeted that I like this show called One Punch Man. All right. And responses that I got, dude, are you drunk? Oh my God, you're into anime. And then other people just like, this is like the greatest day ever. I just like the show. And I've watched enough of the same type of shit. And I was scrolling through and I was like, what the fuck is this show? And I looked and it had 5 stars, 4.5, 5 stars, which is why I really hope Netflix doesn't go to thumbs up, thumbs down, like I said, because it's so fucking, stubbing your toe, thumbs down, Adolf Hitler, thumbs down. I mean, the thumbs down is this. There's a big gap between Hitler and, stubbing your fucking toe. Anyway, so I put this thing on, and what I loved about the show, aside from the fact that I really thought it was funny that you actually kind of got like a sense of what young people feel like in Japan, as far as their view of going into the corporate world was very similar to the empty feeling, unless you're a fucking sociopath over here. I find like a very like common thread to that, and to basically give you the overall thing, the superhero in it. He's not a soup. He doesn't want to be a superhero. When I'm out fighting monsters, I never feel as if my heart's really in it anymore. I mean, I just do the hero thing as a hobby, all right? And he fucking trained really hard because he wanted to be the strongest guy in the world. And in his training, he lost all his hair, which is hilarious. And he's really self-conscious about it. But he ended up developing like this punch. And no matter what monster he runs into, he doesn't give a shit whether they kill him. He's just completely devoid of any like passion or emotion. So like, what happens to you when you get shoved into a fucking cubicle? And he's got this one punch, and he just can punch so hard that no matter how badass the monster is, he gives the M1. Somebody said they should have called the show the right there, Fred. And he gives him the bam in the face, as Eddie Murphy says, in the face. Yes, in his face. In his face, yes, in the face. And their head explodes, and the monsters that he fights, you also get more of an insight into where people's heads are at in Japan. And it was like, you know, one of the monsters he fought with some giant virus sent here by the earth to get rid of all the humans because of what we've done to the planet. So there was an environmental thing then. My favorite one was this guy who was Crab Man. Dang. And then he was half like up top. He was all crab, and then the bottom, he was half a guy and he was in. But the bottom half, he's in his bare feet and tidy whities. Bet you're a new businessman already hating the daily grind. I ate too much crab and turned into this crab-lante. You should be crapping in your pants right now. Why aren't you running? And the guy's like, oh, I ate so much crab meat that I became a fucking crab. And to me, he represented the upper 1% corporate guys. You get, you know, on some power lunch, just eating all the sushi and just take, nothing spiritual about him. So he gave him the old right there, Fred. And then he fought this fucking lady. And she had command of all the mosquitoes. And she'd set the mosquitoes on everybody, suck all the blood out of you and all your energy, and then it would make her stronger. And to me, it's like, oh, this is a gold-gugging, blood-sucking whore, right? Come on. That wasn't nearly enough blood to satisfy my needs. And I go get some more from me. And then once she got to do it to all the animals and everybody there, she didn't need the mosquitoes anymore. She told all the mosquitoes to go fuck themselves. And I'm like, Slash, this is also somebody who becomes successful and forgets where they come from. And they look at everybody where they used to be as like a bunch of fucking peons, a bunch of little insignificant little mosquitoes. I no longer need my tiny little helpers. I mean, just look at how strong I've become, right? It's a lot of levels to it. You can just get fucking high and watch this bad-headed dude fucking punch half a crab in the head and watch it explode. I enjoyed it. Keep it up for me. The money comes in. The parade comes to town. Going down Broadway is a one-way street, whichever way I go. I just heard about white privilege. I had no idea what it was. I was like, everybody doesn't get to do this. It seems as if job interviews, right as I get out of the car, you're higher, go home. We'll see you tomorrow. This dude is knocking it out of the park. He's one of my favorites. Here is Bill Burr. Look at you. How are you? Oh, I love that. You did the audience a plaid applause for everybody. Yeah, there he is. Come on, keep it going. For him, it was really, you know, you relate to adults differently, people that you knew forever. And I always hated when somebody who didn't have a kid. God, you don't get it, man. You don't get it. Yeah, but I was like, fuck you. I get it. It's like having a dog, but it's more intense. I love the racist white guy thing. A bunch of racist white guys that came out of the forest and they were just going, Trump, Trump, Trump. It's like, where were all these racist white guys the last two elections when they could have voted against a black guy? They were fine. Oh, I don't mind the black guy, but this white lady, we got to stop her. Gonna take a four-wheeler,